sound, but I'm still that's the price of gas. If I slip, I slide. I don't trip, I glide when I dip.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Colorado Rockies.
And now, please welcome...
First pitch coming your way next.
Colorado Rockies.
So just about set now. And on the mound today, German Marquez. What do you have on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The wind of the pitch. Ripped to short. Sends it to Tolia. 1 up, 1 down. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Gleyber Torres now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
One out, runner at second. Green digs in now. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. 2 away down.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Now it's the DH, Kerry Carpenter. That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
On the ground to the left. Gets it to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Tigers grab 1 on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the mound in this one, Jack Flaherty. What do you look for here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle.
Brenton Doyle.
There's the strike. And that one fouled off. That's off the inside corner. Ball one.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. That's long gone. And we're level. It's 1-1.
No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Ryan McMahon stands in here, takes ball one low. And another ball.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Swings through that one for strike one.
2-1.
Tied up here in the early going. This one's smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they jump out front. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Ezekiel. Tovar digging in for the Rockies. The shortstop takes the ball. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first.
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Whips it across. One away.
Batting
That ground
fourth.
ball may have him back on track after the homer. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
Here's Michael Tolia. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. In there at the knees for a strike. That one way outside. 1-2 to count. Still only one out here in the inning. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Bryant now. Second overall pick in the 2013 draft. Outside corner, there's a strike. And there's a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
2 outs. Struck him out looking. but 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Colt Keith.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Chase Young will hit next. And that one is lifted in the air. Jones on his way over. He's got it. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. Rogers in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. That one outside, and it's 1-0. Upstairs.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And gone out to the deepest part of the field. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-2.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Base is empty, 1 away. Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One out, base is empty. Up and in, and it's 2-0.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Base knock right field. So now back to the top of the order.
Now batting, the center fielder, Parker Meadows.
Digging in, Parker Meadows. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. On the ground to short, could be 2. Glove flip to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Coors Field, bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's Nolan Jones. Flaherty back to work.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Hauls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Tyro Estrada in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Keith makes the grab, 2 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So digging in, Sam Hilliard. You too. Just off the outside edge, and that is ball 1. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. Out of here. And we're all square. It's 3-3.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch on that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Jacob Stallings now. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Stallings around second, headed for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling. I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
Doyle, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1. Runner at third, 2 away.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they take the lead. It's 5-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Jack Flaherty is done, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. New pitcher for the Tigers, Reese Olson.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's to third. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
All over that one right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball, 1 strike.
This one in the dirt. And strike 2.
1 ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Meadows makes the catch, and that will end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 5-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Gleyber Torres.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Here's Riley Green on the ground right side. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and they just get 1.
Now batting, designated hitter Kerry Carpenter.
Next is the Tigers DH, Kerry Carpenter. Doubled his first time up. On the ground, 2 ball. Tovar to second, and they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the 3rd. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Rockies 5 and the Tigers 3. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Michael Toglia. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-1. Fought off foul. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And brings it in at the wall.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Swing and a miss. Going one.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Man at first,
Now
Nolan
batting,
Jones
left
digging
fielder,
in for the Rockies.
Nolan
He's 0 for 1.
Jones.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. Bryant over at first with one away. On the ground right side. Off balance feet. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Rockies 5 and the Tigers 3. Back here in Denver, and now
Tigers,
Matt
right
Vierling.
fielder, Matt Vierling.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, the first baseman, Colt Keith.
And now the first baseman, Colt Keith. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. Here's the third baseman, Jace Young. Fly to left his first time. Hard hit left side. Fires over to first. And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. Tigers are shut down there. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
There's a strange wind blowing. It's coming back around.
And we're back.
Leading
Bottom
off
floor,
for the
Tyro
Rockies.
Estrada to the plate.
Second baseman, Tyro Estrada.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
That one catches the corner for a strike. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Tapped softly on the ground. Handles, throws to first, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, right fielder, Sam.
Next for Colorado,
Hilliard.
Sam Hilliard. He's already homered in this game. That clips the corner. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one is inside. The other way, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Jacob.
2 down, bases empty. Now the Rockies catcher, Jacob Stallings. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Green sizing this one up. Makes the catch. And the inning is over.
Just like Vegas in the sun. Ain't no quitting till I'm done. No longer having fun.
We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. Marquez back to work. That's towards center. Doyle under it. He's got it. And there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And up next for Detroit, Trey Sweeney. A single his first time. And he grounds one to the right side. Throws to first in time. He's retired 7 in a row.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And now the center fielder, Parker Meadows. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch misses. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Luis Peralta, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Halverson getting loose as well. Two down, nobody on. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
That one drilled left field, and that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So runner at second, 2 down. Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. And ball 1.
That's a ball.
That's out to center field. Doyle moving under it. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Detroit. They're still down 5-3. Back here at Coors Field, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Brenton Doyle. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Rockies, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Center field. Meadows on his way in. Brings it in. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Lifted in the air, right center field. Vierling sizes this one up. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Rockies.
At the plate, Ezekiel Tovar. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Zips it to first. That's out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies, and it remains 5-3.
Now pitching
Luis Peralta gets handed the rock out of the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here's the left fielder, Riley Green.
Left fielder, Riley Green.
And a first offering, a fastball for a strike. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Carpenter in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. And there's a ball.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if you will.
That one the other way. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH. And now the right fielder, Matt Vierling. In the air, left field. Jones gets there. He's under it. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Colt Keith.
And next up for the Tigers, Colt Keith, 1 for 2. And no one can get there. Coming home. He'll score. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. They limit the damage here. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Rockies 5 and the Tigers 4. Bottom of the 6th, and here's the first baseman, Michael Toglia. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Man at first, nobody out. Here is Chris Bryant. Runner on the move. Pitch misses.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner at first with no outs here. And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Reese Olson gives way, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Righty
Detroit.
reliever out of the pen, Will
Number
Vest.
19.
He has a great
Will
slider
Vest.
with tons of movement. The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, left field. Green going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. So in now for Colorado, Nolan Jones.
Now batting, left fielder, Nolan Jones.
That one fouled off. Foul ball there. Man at first, one away. Misses. Now 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Tyro Estrada now at the plate. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
He swings and fouls one off. Gets under it and pops it up. Torres. And makes the grab. And that will end the inning. The Rockies strand one as they hold on to a 5-4 lead.
Now pitching.
We're
for the
back,
Rockies.
and on the mound is the closer, Tyler
Number
Kinley.
40.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Detroit, third
Well,
baseman,
one-run
Jace
game.
Young.
Jace Young up now for the Tigers. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a ground ball to first, but it kicks foul. Line drive, caught.
Man, that could have been a big swing in this game. Just unlucky at a really unfortunate time right there.
Jake Rogers.
And now Jake Rogers. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Trying to close out a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. One down, base is empty. Up the middle. Sends it to Tolia. And 2 away to start the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So, last chance for the Tigers. Now, here is Trey Sweeney. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Now batting, center fielder Parker Meadows.
Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. 1 for 3. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
And another ball.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 3-1. Gleyber Torres in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Hot shot to third. And that is the ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.